Thank you, Ms. Albanese, for this presser. I just want to return to the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. And after the way you described the organization, I want to ask, what do you see a need for an urgent need case in front of ICJ or ICC over recent killings of aid seekers near the mechanism? Thank you.
I'm really reassured by the fact that this company has been, this entity has been deregistered. I hope this is the right term, because I saw it in between the interactive dialogue and the press conference, but so I see that it doesn't have necessarily a protected status in Switzerland, in Geneva anymore, and this is reassuring. However, there is a need, again, there is a need for accountability, no question about that, but I think that we need to get out of the chronicling approach and mentality. Of course, each incident requires analysis and investigation, but we need to look at the ensemble, step away from the detail. Everything is happening in the context of a intentionally destructive assault that Israel has launched against the Palestinians in Gaza, which is also echoed and mirrored by the violence that has escalated and intensified against the Palestinians in the West Bank. Really, there is little capacity to understand that the two pieces of these fragments are together. The Palestinian territory that Israel has occupied since 1967 is one. It should be treated as a territorial unity. And so Israel is unleashing violence against the Palestinians with the same animus, with the same spirit, moving them out, and with all the means possible, clearly. And I do believe that it's necessary to see that this is not the first genocide, that consists of several other crimes, and it's in the interrelation and interplay of all these conducts and of all these crimes that one can also see how abandoned the Palestinians feel to this criminal design and to their destiny in their situation.
Isabel?
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you very much for this press conference. You said that only a small number of companies accepted to engage with you after receiving your report. But I would like to know if any company or a few companies told you that they will reassess or analyze their businesses in Israel, or businesses that affects the occupied Palestinian territories. And also, a second part of my questions, I am sorry if I focus on one company, but you mentioned a trying building a Spanish company, and I would like to ask you, because you mentioned in the report that they participate with other company to expand the public transport in Jerusalem. But I would like to be precise, if these expansions are attached to East Jerusalem, what is the problem in this case? And if this company has replied something to you. Thank you.
Yeah, as I said, only a small number of companies have really engaged in good faith, and one in particular, till the last conversation, where I realized that there was probably not much good faith, because clearly there was an interest in not having their name on the report, which I understand, but no, I've seen no sign whatsoever of readiness to disengage, rather the contrary, which doesn't mean that this will not happen. I think it will happen. And But even if you think of for me, the most shocking one, and it's a peculiar, I mean, not a peculiar, but it's particularly serious for me that the Norwegian pension funds stays engaged in the occupied Palestinian territory by supporting businesses, because I've really engaged with the government of Norway, with which I've always had really good and solid, respectful engagement. But again, the Norwegian pension fund, I mean, the engagement I've had so far with their governing body and their ethic council indicates that there is clear misunderstanding of international law obligations. So I truly hope that this report will give the possibility also to the civil society, to the international lawyers in Norway, like in other countries, for the other companies and the other entities named, to engage with the government. And otherwise, if this doesn't cease,